What is happening? It's your boy Dob coming at you with a new video. I am currently in New Zealand, enjoying some time near the beach. As of this recording and as of this video, I'm no longer in the States. So currently I'm near the Ruakaka beach, and the beach here is just amazing. There's this long walk that's connected to Waipu, I believe. I may be butchering the name, but it's a long walk and it's great. And I've always wanted to come back here and really be back in the nature-esque and the beauty of this beach. Yeah, so currently I'm back, and I was in the States. And just to kind of give you guys an update on what's going on with me, about a year ago, I made a video around this time. I believe it was around November, December, that I was trying to just get my life back together. And I was in a place of just devoid, a place of just trying to recover from certain things, relationships, spiritual groundness was not there. Now that I'm back here, my mind has been more regulated and a lot more sound. My spiritual walk has been a lot more strengthened in a way. I mentioned before in that last video that it's one thing about the art and everything about the channel, but as far as me is concerned, I just never paid attention to me that way. And so I've been very blessed to be not only recovering, but to really meet really pivotal people in my life that were essential to my healing, essential to my growth. I will say it's been a great journey. It's been a very healing journey for me. It's really funny because when I watched that video, I was totally in a different mindset, but now I'm a lot more, it's almost like I have a lot of weight that's lifted off of me. But for those that know my situation, and I know this video is not very much talking about content or anything, this is just an accountability video for me. But to those that really know me, I've been going through a lot of stuff. I've been going through a lot of just things that I never really faced. There were a lot of fears, there were a lot of trauma, there were a lot of things that I never really admitted that I had a problem with. And so kind of just to touch on it a little bit, I was involved with recovery to regulate, to heal. And so that was the biggest thing, along with trying to restore a lot of the hurt and the pain, not only the pain and the hurt that has happened to me or the abuse that's happened to me, but just to forgive and to move on and to face those things. And so again, those people that know me, they know exactly what that is. I don't want to get too much into it, but nevertheless, I'm very grateful for 2024. I'm grateful for all the things that I had to go through as a person. It was a great year, a lot of ups and a lot of downs. But I want to talk about that video, that last video I did, end of year 2023. And I know that I talked a lot of stuff about what I was going to be doing. And it's so interesting that as I watched it, I was thinking to myself, did I do all the things that I said I was going to do in that video? And I'm happy to tell you with a resounding affirmation that I did absolutely everything that I said that I was going to do in that video. And I was like, you know what? That's good. It's great for accountability, because if you say that you're going to do it, then you got to do it. You put out in the open and you say, hey, I'm going to get this done by the end of the year. You better do it. And it's a good accountability for people to kind of make sure that you do what you say that you are going to do. To go back to that, did I accomplish everything? Yes. But there is one thing that I would like to really notate is the 3D printing. Now, I mentioned before I was in recovery, and the 3D printing was something that I developed into a new hobby and something that I actually enjoy doing. I had no idea how to do any of it, but I was so fortunate to have this challenge and to use my creative outlet to not only create the sculpts from my 3D projects. I recall Clive, I showed that off, and I was able to print Clive out, a big version of Clive. It was so big and massive. It's still there at my dad's place back in Texas, amongst other things. And boy, was it so good to just sculpt and to get out there and use your hands and paint. And I will definitely never ever take 3D printing for granted. And to those that do it full time, boy, am I jealous of you guys. How fun is it to just do that? And so 3D printing 2024 was just great. So great to the point to where I had a person reach out to me and ask if I could do a sculpt for them. And that was the thumbnail that you see on the video was essentially that idea of a Roxas and a Sora sculpt. I was really scared. I was like, I don't know if I can do it, but I ended up doing it. Fast forward, it ended up to the client. God bless her. Some things were broken, but you know what? It's just part of the process. This is just something that, again, I'm big on faith. That's the thing that I've been focusing a lot on, is just to kind of face things that I'm afraid of doing. And I believe that God will be able to turn that situation around if you're able to have faith. Now, I'm not trying to be spiritual. I'm just trying to be real and really just address the fact that all of these opportunities are a product of faith. And I think just in general, what I want to try to do for 2025 takes a lot of faith. It takes a lot of gutso to just try something, even if you're afraid to do it. And so all that said, shouts out to the client who had me do that sculpt, but I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to do it. I want to keep doing the figures. I know I mentioned that before, and there is one thing that I did not mention that I would like to do that was kind of in the background of 2024 in terms of animation. I know what it is, and this video is good because I can go back to this video and make sure that I get it done. So this is good on me for accountability's sake. Yeah, animation ended up happening. It just ended up happening on very different terms. I ended up helping out some animation projects with my sister, who is a short film director. She makes short films, and I was able to help her with it. Also, I did some commission work for animations as well. That side of me is still going to develop. And so I'm just faith. Like I said before, it's all about faith. I've always been big about belief, and all the things that I've done are product of belief and faith. Animation is still not going anywhere. It's still going to be a thing that I still want to do. By this time next year, there should be something. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I will keep you guys posted on that. So, oh yeah, and the video games. Let's talk about that for a second. Monster Hunter Wilds is still going to happen. I'm still not sure about creating speed runs as much as I used to. I still want to keep on developing new ways of sharing content that's unique and more on the monsters, more on just the nature-esque side of Monster Hunter. The art, design, the music, just things like that, and we'll see what happens. I don't want to be so concrete with it, but I'm excited for Wild. That's the only video game that I'm essentially excited for. If you guys don't have a guild to join, please join my guild. We've been playing for years. Back in the other video that I made prior, we're a good group of dudes, and we'll be glad to help you. In terms of me being here this year in New Zealand, my aim is to stay in New Zealand. And as of this recording, I had just already submitted my visa application for a residential visa. So that's already done. Now I just have to play the waiting game. But that's my goal, to essentially stay and have dual citizenship here in New Zealand and in America, so I can go back and forth. Those are the things that I'm believing for. And it's funny, I talked about faith earlier, and it's so interesting that sometimes people don't understand it. They're just kind of like, oh, you know, you do all this talking and all that stuff. And it's like, yeah, but I still believe in it regardless of what anyone says. To those people, I say, if you have people that doubt you, just let that be fuel to refuel your faith. There's a song that's called The Race, and it's actually biblical. And I don't mean to get super spiritual, but the song is very interesting, is because the song talks about the race not given to the swift, it's not given to the strong, but to he that endureth to the end. And so persevere. You can do it. Have faith. If you have things that you're scared about doing, maybe that's something that you need to face. And maybe it's something that you need to do in order for you to grow as a person. No one's perfect, but you don't want to grow up and say that you didn't try. I hope that you guys are doing okay. And I hope that you guys had a good 2024. Let me know what are the things that you've done this year that are pivotal, that have been insurmountable in terms of your growth? Did you try something new? Did you do something that you wanted to do but haven't done yet? Just let me know. Let me know how your whole year was. And I know that I've been talking a lot about personal stuff, but let me know in terms of the art stuff, the creative stuff that you've endeavored to do and what you want to do. And just let me know. In New Zealand, I'll be chilling down here. So to all my American folks and my family, I miss you and I love you. And I'll always have you in my prayers continuously. And I will be back, but I will be here in the meantime. So with all that said, guys, my Patreon guys, you guys know what's up. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are so freaking awesome. It blows my mind how supportive all of you guys are, and I could name a couple of names. And to all those that are still encouraging me, you guys know who you are. Salutes. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for the support. The work still continues. With all that said, guys, be blessed, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching this video, taking some time off to chill with your boy. Appreciate it. More artist spotlights are coming, so look out for that. In the meantime, salutes. Catch y'all later. Peace.
Look, heading toward the middle of the summer, dodging particles, recover from the vibration spiraling off the orbital. So knocking at the front entrance, knowing it's gonna offer food. Caught in it's impossible to reach, growing hostile in the streets. Sometimes docile with defeat, can't believe a chance to feed you what's important enough to me. In the world with the Lord, perverted by sorcery.